The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good evening. Peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, what's really going on? Hey, everybody. It's me, Capri. Y'all give me just 1 second. I think I did a little something here. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some boom in it. I think that's what it was. There we go. All right, let's start that over. Good evening, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. It's a Monday. And if you don't know anything else on this Monday, know that you deserve to be blessed. Hey, everyone. My name is Titan Capri, and I am here today with you all. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to kind of go away with the old and come in with the new. So today will be my last day of you seeing that intro, right, that you saw today. Great intro, but we are moving, we're changing, we're rebranding and all of that good stuff. And so there'll be some changes coming for the next episode, but I wanted to give you a little bit of nostalgia today. You know, you heard the little look, let me tell you what you do, right? If y'all can hear me, if y'all can see me, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts, give me some thumbs up, give me some hearts. TikTok, tap the middle of that screen over there. Everybody over here, y'all, come on. Come talk to me today. Come talk to me today. We're going to check in today. That's what we're going to do. We're going to check in. I see y'all. I see all of y'all. Come on in. Now, look, y'all see my cup? You see what it says? It says Titan Capri. Y'all see my cup? Come see me, y'all, if y'all want a mug. I know y'all like it. Come on. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So, look, I was giving some little time for some people. I see some people are commenting and stating some things. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. It is time. So let's go ahead and we're going to clear the room. We're going to get ourselves centered like we normally do. Then I'm going to get into it. Today, we're going to check in, right? And today we're going to talk about this weekend. I was a part of the BQAF festival, this weekend music festival. And then we're going to talk about the relaunch and the rebrand that's coming to you a little bit later here in the month of May. So we're going to start off today with the old, and then we're going to bring in the new on the next episode. But I want y'all to stay tuned and then watch out for me. So let's go ahead and let's breathe. Let's take a moment and acknowledge that our breath is important. Ladies and gentlemen, we know that our breath is important. So we want to acknowledge that. And for those of you who are just tuning in and never tuned in before, I normally will take 3 breaths, right? And the 3 breaths basically represent you acknowledging that your breath is important, that life is important. So what we want to do, we want to make sure that we continue to breathe, okay? Give me 1 second. I got y'all right here. All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just trying to make sure that we good today. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Y'all come on in. Okay, okay. Show me some. I see them thumbs up. I see them hearts. Come on and tap the middle of that screen over there. Yes, indeed. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to clear the room and we take 3 breaths. The first breath, I'm going to count it out and I'll move my hands so you'll know what the count is, right? The second breath, I won't count it out, but I will still move my hands so you'll know what the count is if your eyes are open, right? The third breath is an important one because we're going to bring it in. We're going to blow it out. And when we blow it out, we're going to make some noise with it. And that will let the universe know. That will let everybody know, up, down, all the way around, that you are in control. And that's how we're going to do that today. Y'all with me today? All right. I think I heard somebody say that they was ready. So if you're ready, what we're going to do on the count of 3, we're going to take a deep breath in. Okay. And then we're going to blow it out. Y'all with me? All right. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, blow it out. Blow it out. Y'all good? Y'all good on that? Yes. Now, what I want you to do is take those shoulders, and I want you to move those shoulders. Some of y'all may not know about Tina Turner, but I think y'all do. Rolling, rolling. Take those shoulders, roll them back, and then what I want you to do is take both of those shoulders and take them back and open that chest up. I want you to open that chest up so we can get all that goodness. We can get all that goodness up in there. Yes, indeed. All right. And on the count of 3, what we're going to do, we'll take a deep breath, and we're going to take that second breath. Y'all with me? All right. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And out. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you should be able to bring that in. You should be able to bring that in. Hello, hello, hello to everybody. Hello, I got somebody from Sweden. Hello, Sweden. Yes, indeed. All right, we're going to on the third breath. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what I want you to do is to focus a little bit on this breath. This breath, I want you to take it in. Whatever that issue, problem, concern, whatever that thing is, I want you to take it in. And when you let it go, I want you to send it to the furthest reaches of the universe or to the deepest part of the ocean. But I want you to make some noise when you do it, because when you do it, you are acknowledging that you're in control. You're the one that's in control, not them, not they, not it, not place, person, thing. You are in control. Y'all ready? All right. Who gonna make some noise with me? All right. I see y'all. I see y'all. Okay. Here we go. On the count of 3, deep breath in. 1, 2, 3. Deep breath in. And look at that. Y'all ain't know I had it in me. Y'all ain't know I had it in me. I went up and went down. Y'all ain't know I had it in me. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I am excited, right? I am excited. We're going to check in today. We're going to come in. Y'all come on in. Come talk to me. I see you dropping comments over there. I see what's going on. Y'all come in. And so we're going to check in today, and we're going to talk about this weekend. So tonight's topic, we're just going to check in. We're going to talk about the BQAF festival, and then we're going to talk about a relaunch, a rebrand. Y'all with me? All right. Yes. Tonight's thought. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about, I'm just checking in with you. How's it going? What's going on with you today, right? What's happening? Y'all come talk to me. Put some down in the comments. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Thumbs up, hearts, tap the screen. Let me know what's going on. Come on. Come on. Yes, indeed. Where you at? What's happening? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So what we're going to do is I just want to check in. So look, ladies and gentlemen, this weekend, I had the privilege to be a part of a festival. Okay. And on the festival side, I was relaunching my business or my brand, if you would. Okay. And my relaunch is the Titan Capri experience. So, look, ladies and gentlemen, I know you're probably saying to yourself, the Titan Capri experience, what's that's all about, right? And, some people think about it, okay, you're going to have a whole experience with your whole name in it and all that good stuff. Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is my thing. I do a lot of things here, right, under the umbrella of Titan Capri. So I thought it would be a Titan Capri experience because I do a lot of things. I do the show, I do spoken word, I do entertainment. If you know anything about my history, I have been entertaining, lip syncing, doing pageants. I also work in HIV advocacy and things like that. So I do quite a bit. And I host the Titan Capri Experience, right? And I do all of that. So all of that I do, and I was thinking to myself say, like how can I consolidate everything? How can I bring everything together? And the Titan Capri Experience was that. So I'm not going to take all the credit for that, right? I was speaking with a good friend, and the good friend said, "Oh yeah, sort of like an experience." And I said, "And that's it, right? And that's it right there." So look, ladies and gentlemen, I had a good time this weekend. I had a moment. I was able to connect with people and network and do. And this is what I want to say sometimes about rebranding or relaunching a brand. Sometimes you don't know which way it's going to go. Sometimes you think to yourself that things could not be worse, right? Things could not go more wrong than they are already going and things like that. And then it turns out, y'all know I'm always looking for a silver lining, right? But then it turns out that you get a chance to meet people and to greet people, and then they're excited about what you're doing. You're excited about them being excited about you, and then you're doing all of these things like that. So I'm going to do something today, right? That I want you to check out. So y'all need to contact me if you are looking for anything like that. Look, so here's the thing. I was wearing this t-shirt, right? Look. Now look, I'm gonna sit up here and brand myself just a little bit, okay? So the Titan Capri Experience, you see it? The Titan Capri Experience. Now you can go onto my website, onto titancapri.com, right? Now I only have up to a 2X, right? But look, I need you to come on over and get you a t-shirt, get you a nice little t-shirt, with me on it, right? With me on it to support me. And then sure, you can have the shirt. If you go to titancapri.com on the Titans store, yeah, go ahead. No, just kidding. Hey, if you want the shirt, I can give it to you because I didn't already fixed it up too. But ladies and gentlemen, so this weekend I was out and representing and promoting, and I really got to thinking that a couple of years ago, this was not a thought of mine. This was not thought. This was not something that I was thinking about doing. This wasn't something that was on my radar, but I knew that I wanted to get out more and be out and things like that. And so what happened was, and I'm gonna be honest with you. So what happened was things didn't go right in the beginning, right? The wind was blowing, it was things going on. And so all of my stuff came crashing down, right? All of my stuff came crashing down. And hold on 1 minute. And all of my stuff came crashing down, right? And so I was like, oh, like, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if this is going to happen. So what it caused me to do, right? What it made me do was basically go back, right? And reconfigure everything and then put it back up. Now, I know some of you are probably saying, okay, Titan, what significance does that have with the story? Let me explain it to you. Sometimes things happen and then you figure that you are out, that you're down and you're out and that you can't go forward, right? That you're down and you're out. So that's the setup. So if you see the setup, you see I'm in front of the table. I got the Titan Capri experience banner and everything. And so that's the second installment of what I had envisioned. And so what I was saying is that I envisioned something totally different than what actually happened. But here's the moral of the story. The moral of the story is it worked out, right? It worked out. I was still able to network. I was still able to sell some merch. I was still able to talk with people about what the Titan Capri experience is and all of that. And because of the setup, right, the second installment, because of the setup, it basically, caused it to be more intimate, right? To be more intimate, and then that way people were a little bit closer to me. And then not only that, I don't know if you could see in the picture, but behind me on the other side was, oh no, you can't see it in the picture, but on the other side I had a big screen television displaying my show, displaying my new graphics and all this. So it was nice. It was nice, right? So it was kind of like I had to make it what it was, because the wind came through, and you can't fight Mother Nature. You know, you can't fight Mother Nature. The wind came through, knocked everything down, and I was like, broke my lights, right? So if it's a little dim tonight, y'all, that's probably why, because I haven't got my replacements yet, but we good. But so I was like, oh, I don't know. Like for real, you know, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you know, I was kind of defeated because I was like, I spent all that time and energy, you know, and I had some people helping me out and we were trying to make it work, and boom, the wind came through and knocked everything down. But I want to say that at the end of the day, at the end of the night, when I walked away from all of this, I was good. I was good. I was good. And then not only that, most people didn't know that it was my second setup, right? So they was like, "Oh, I really like this. This is nice. I really like this. Is nice." And I was like, "Okay, yes, indeed, yes, indeed, yes, indeed." So, look, ladies and gentlemen, I was selling merch, coffee mugs. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Coffee mug, Titan Capri coffee mug, and then I was selling other merch, the water bottles. Look, I'm just doing it all, ladies and gentlemen. I think sometimes when we are looking at where we're at, we are afraid of change. We are afraid that it may seem like that things are not the way that you're used to them being. Okay. So I'm going to take the glasses off for a second. I'm going to be real with you all. Sometimes when you're moving and things are changing, you are a little apprehensive about this change because you don't know for sure if this is going to work for you. And I'm going to speak to what I know. I don't know about other entrepreneurs or other small business owners or anything like that. I'm going to speak from Titan's perspective on how I felt this weekend and leading up to this weekend, because there are some changes. I'm putting myself out there. I'm putting my brand out there. I'm trying to make sure everything is cohesive. I'm trying to make sure that I got everything, website, graphics, all of this kind of stuff like this. And it can be a little nerve-wracking, right? But then you have people that are there to help you, people that are there to get you through, right? And so I want to give a shout out to those people, right? I want to give a shout out to y'all see my production tonight. Pyro Media Network always hits, always make sure that I'm good, that I look good, that I'm crisp and I'm clean. I want to say thank you to my village and my tribe and my gang. Y'all know who y'all are. I want to say thank you to them for being there for me, holding me up when I felt like when my everything came crashing down on Saturday. My village and my tribe was there. Everybody was reaching out, trying to help me. And so sometimes you have to really think about those things, right? And so tonight, as preparing for the show, I said to myself, am I going to be honest with them? Or am I going to beat around the bush and not be honest? I'm going to be honest, right? I'm going to be honest. Sometimes it's hard to make change. Sometimes it's hard to leave something that you love so much, or it's hard to put the care of something into somebody else's hands, right? And when you do that, you want to be a part of that because that's your baby. That's your thing. You know what I mean? And you work hard for that to make it something, to make it great, to do all of these things. And then for it not to work out like you thought it would, it kind of crushes you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I come to you today to say that when you are relaunching, and I'm going to put a twist on it. Rebranding your life. You know what I'm saying? your life, because that's what it is. It may be the Titan Capri experience, right? But it's still my life. It's still my baby. I still care for it. I still want to hold it and rock it to sleep at night because it's my baby, right? And but then there's a part of me that have to let go. You understand what I'm saying? Because things are going to happen, things are going to go wrong, things are going to go right, things are going to go up and down, and you never really know how it's going to go. So you have to be prepared, right? To let your baby fly, fly, fly. You know what I mean? You got to be prepared to let your baby go sometimes. And a lot of times people don't necessarily see that or understand that because they are still trying to hold on to the baby as the baby is a baby, if you would. You know what I'm saying? Kwame said, God has to clear out the trash in your house in order to bless it. Trust the process, King. And that part right there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you today, trust the process. It's hard. It's hard. And I'll be the first to admit, I'll say in a minute, hey, look, I'm normally laid back person, but it's different when it's your baby. It's different when you are sending your baby off to school. And some of you might be parents and might not be parents, but I'm sure that you know somebody who is a parent that when you go and drop your child off at the first day of school, come on, come on. Give me some parents out there. Give me some mothers or some fathers out there that have done that. And you know how nerve-wracking that is. You want to cry for the child. The child is, okay, all right, mama, all right, daddy, I'm gone. You tell no, don't go, no. It's like that. It's like that, right? But this weekend gave me an opportunity to be out in the world. The Black Queer Advancement Festival, the music festival, was a great thing for the city. It was a great thing for entrepreneurs. It was a great thing for nonprofits that were there. It's a great thing for vendors that were there. It was a great thing for that. And what I want to say to you all is sometimes you got to step out. Sometimes you have to step out, right? You're relaunching your life. And I'm saying that because the Titan Capri experience is a part of my life. So I'm relaunching something or rebranding. And I'm scared of losing what my brand or what I represent. But here's the thing though, I can't represent the same thing I represented 10 years ago without any change. Whew. Now that was a word. I cannot represent what I'm representing 10 years ago without having some change. And I think people now, always say, oh, well, Titan, this is what you're doing. And this is what you are. Yes, this is it. This is it. Like, I can't tell you anything else outside of that. You're going to have to take a step back. You're going to have to let go just a little bit. You're going to have to push yourself forward, even though you don't want to move forward in order for it to grow. That's what you're going to have to do. Right? And so, ladies and gentlemen, I saw the growth. When I look back at the pictures and I look back at some of the videos and I was talking to potential clients and buyers and whoever else may be out there, it was that back and forth that was good. It was that representation that was good. It was the representation of the second installment of my location that sealed it. That sealed it. So yes, was it a little nerve-wracking? Yes. Will it be nerve-wracking? Yes. But at the end of it, did I get? I got. So ladies and gentlemen, rebrand yourself. Relaunch yourself. Right? Don't sit there and just be stagnant. You're going to have to move. Change is going to happen. And when the change happens, right, you got to be able to either move with it freely. Y'all see how I'm moving? You got to move with it freely, or either you're going to be teetering, like, I don't know which way to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to move. And take it from somebody who is a little older. I am 51 years old this year, and I am rebranding and relaunching, and it felt like a task. And I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and tell you it has not been a journey and it's still going to be a journey. I just want you to know that I'm acknowledging, right, that it's one of those things, right? And so I had to allow myself to move. I had to allow myself to, I like to always say all the time that I can go into any room because I can adjust. I'm like a chameleon, right? You know what I'm saying? I can fit in where I get in, right? But sometimes you are in those spaces and you're thinking to yourself, am I enough? Is this enough? Is Titan Capri enough? And then the reality of it is that you are enough for who you are. You are enough for where you're supposed to be. You are enough for where God can open up a door or window or the garage for you to be there. You are enough because if you're in that room, you're going to take every opportunity that's afforded to you. So if I'm in the room, you best believe I got here somehow. And then I'm in the room Saturday. I'm in the room. Oh, I'm finna sell it. I was telling people, I was like, hey, come over here. Come over here. Y'all want to hear what I have to say about the Titan Capri experience? And it was like, sure. And I was blah, 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 blah. Look at me on the screen. Oh, you have a show? Yes, I didn't know that. Oh, well, let me get your contact info. Oh, well, let me buy a little bit of merch. Or, oh, well, let me do this. And ultimately, right, it was not a vendor experience for me, right? It was a networking experience for me. And that's the thing I can say about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're rebranding your life, relaunching your life, if you have come out of something and now you're going to go into something else because you have been stagnant for way too long and you got to make a move, right? Step out on faith. Know that you've done what you needed to do in order to get to where you're at. There is not a mistake that you're in the position or the place that you're in right now, right? And look, and I'm gonna tell you like this, and y'all can come on with me. Y'all can come on with me. I'm telling you, you did not get here by accident. However, you got here was meant for you to be here. There's a lesson, there's something that needs to be taught, there's something that needs to be heard, there's something that needs to change. There's a rebrand that's happening that you need to be a part of. And you can't be a part of it if you're over there. You can't be a part of it if you're over there. You got to be right here in the middle of it. You got to be right here in the thick in order to do it. I talked to a couple of people on Saturday that was telling me that they wanted to do this and do that. And then they all were thinking, I'm in my 30s. Thank you, by the way. I was in my 30s and I was saying, no, I'm late in the game. But I don't really think that you're ever late. I think your passion and your purpose is your passion and your purpose. You do what you need to do when the time is right. And maybe my time may have been right 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, who knows? But I don't think I would have been able to sustain and understand what this means if I didn't have everything that I have behind me now pushing me forward. So now I can see the prize. Before I couldn't see the prize, it was cloudy. I knew that I was going in the right direction, sometimes falling off to the side, but I probably wouldn't have been able to sustain it then. I wouldn't have been able to understand it. I wouldn't have been able to stand there on Saturday and talk game. You feel what I'm saying? And what's crazy is that it wasn't any other game. It was my game. They were playing the Titan Capri experience. That's what they were playing. Because I was giving them all of the information, everything they needed in order to be a part of my game. Not game as that I'm playing them, but game as in you got to know the game. In the words of Erykah Badu. Okay? How you going to succeed if you don't know the game? And I don't think I would have been able to succeed back then by knowing the game because I didn't even know what the game was. I didn't know what the game was. Hey. Yes, indeed. Okay, thumbs up. I see those hearts. Okay, tap the middle of that screen, TikTok. Y'all let me know what's going on. So I'm talking to you today about rebrand, relaunch. You're going to take a moment, right? You're going to take a moment and you're going to need to rebrand yourself, which is change. You're going to take a moment and you're going to have to relaunch who you are and what you are and what you stand for. Because I guarantee you there's going to be some change in your life. You may have thought this way 10 years ago, but today it may be that plus this, the way you think now. You feel what I'm saying? And so you can't be back 10 years ago trying to do the same thing you did 10 years ago, trying to do it in 2022, right? When you was back in 2012, it doesn't work like that. Change, rebrand, relaunch. And Saturday I understood While I was standing there, I understood that I had already rebranded myself and I was relaunching myself because I was able to stand there and tell you all about my brand and what I'm doing and where I'm going and what's happening. Just like that. Just like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look, y'all know we moving on through the show. I want you to go ahead and show me them thumbs up. Give me them hearts. I mean, y'all talk to me. Talk to me tonight. Tonight we're checking in and we're talking about rebrand and we're talking about relaunch. That's what we're saying, okay? So rebrand and relaunch. You're going to have to rebrand, which is change, or relaunch, which is change, your life in some form or fashion. And this weekend I did the same thing. I had to make it known, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, look, while I take me a quick sip, it's a sip. Y'all go on over to TitanCapri.com and check out my store. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break. We got to pay some bills, but we'll be back. Kwame, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Pyro Media Network is a proactive network focused on providing innovative space for content creators and entrepreneurs. PMN is dedicated to giving its viewers a diverse entertainment experience while helping content creators elevate their production, engagement, and overall branding. To date, PMN has reached over 1 million viewers and listeners internationally, produced over 72 successful shows with high ratings and fanfare, and has housed over 135 content creators, brands, and businesses through entertainment and consulting services exclusive to Pyro Media. Pyro Media Network is a space that makes you feel at home. So if you or someone you know wants to make an impact, then contact PMN by visiting www.pyromedianetwork.com, and we will take your production to the next level.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Y'all there? Look. All right, ladies and gentlemen, look. So while we were on our break, someone asked me a question, right? And, you know, I love to answer the questions, and the person asked me not to put their name out there, which I never do that anyways. But I want to talk about this really quickly. They said, Titan, if you are rebranding, but it's still Titan, is it really rebranded? See, I love questions like that. I love questions like that because, yes, it's rebranding. Because, again, like I said before we went to break, I'm not doing what I did 10 years ago. I'm not looking at things the same way I looked at things 10 years ago. To this, now I am more open and I'm honest about where I'm at, and I'm honest about what I'm doing and how I'm acknowledging things, right? And so I am still Titan Capri. I'm gonna always be Titan Capri, but you can always change. You can always rebrand. You can always, like I said early on, I said Pyro Media makes it crisp. You can always make it crisp. You can always add some attention. You can always add some flair. You can always rebrand. And sometimes, again, 10 years ago, I probably was not here. Well, not probably, I wasn't, right? I wasn't here. So there comes a time where you got to shake off that old and come with the new. And it may still be the same person, but just a different shell. Does that make sense? You know how you go through seasons, you go through times. That's how it is. That's how it is. So yes, rebrand, yes. Same person, yes. Is there a difference? Yes, there's a difference and there's a change, and that's it. Rebrand is simple, right? But you got to know what you're rebranding, right? I can't go rebrand something or relaunch my life and go sit right back in the same spot where I was 10 years ago. Now that's not relaunching or rebranding. But if I'm able to get up and move and do things differently now, most definitely. Thank you for the question. I appreciate it. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have no qualms over answering anything that you may have to ask of me. Sometimes people say, "Oh, well, Titan, you beat around the bush." No, I don't. My whole thing is I'm going to answer your question honestly. And honestly, I don't have any qualms about anything that I have changed or rebranded or relaunched. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've thought it through. Again, that's my baby. I want to make sure that I'm good. So a lot of times what happens is we expect this over here when I already know where I'm at. And if I want to get here, I have to know what it takes to get here. So when I launch, and I may fall short, but that would have been me launching 10 years ago when I wasn't ready to launch. It sounds good in theory, but I wasn't ready. Now I am. Now I know what it takes. Now I know. Now I know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead on. We're going to move on, moving right along down the show. We're going to ponder HIV. Let's ponder some HIV. Yes, indeed. Look, ladies and gentlemen, here's what happens. People always ask me about HIV because I am known to be open and proud about my HIV status. As a matter of fact, I will be celebrating, and notice I said celebrating, 17 years on May the 5th. On May the 5th. And I know that's Cinco de Mayo. I know, weird how it happened like that. But on May the 5th, I will celebrate 17 years. And my question to you tonight is, does your HIV status need rebranding? Does it need rebranding? And I know that's a weird question. You're probably going to ask yourself, okay, what the heck is Titan talking about? But does your HIV status need rebranding? You have seen the HIV status over here. You have watched it. You see the stigma. You see all of this. HIV is not the same as it was back then. It still has stigma surrounding it, and you kind of have to ask yourself why, right? So does it need a rebrand? Does your HIV status, I'm not talking about his, her, them, they, I'm not talking about those people over there. I'm talking about you. So I'm going to speak from experience. Yes, my HIV status needed a rebranding. My HIV status has stigma surrounding it. My HIV status had me feeling low. My HIV status had me feeling some type of way. I had to rebrand. I couldn't look at it the same way anymore. It was stagnant. You know how have you ever been around stagnant water, how it started to smell because it get all the algae and all this other good stuff in there? Yes, my HIV status started to stink. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to be about it. I didn't even want nobody to even know. I had to rebrand. I had to take what I had and I had to change it so that people would understand that I'm not the same person anymore. And that HIV status is not affecting me anymore like that. You feel what I'm saying? And Saturday, when I'm talking with them and I'm telling them about the Titan Capri experience, HIV is a part of my brand. Because I can't get away from that. I can't hide that. I can't tell you that. Now, here's the thing. Somebody said, what do you mean you can't hide that? Right? Here's the thing. I don't want to hide it. I don't want to hide it. People ask me all the time, Titan, why so vocal? And I say, why not? There's somebody out there that's looking for someone or something to grab a hold to or gravitate to that's okay with HIV the way that it is, right? But this is what I want to say to you. I want to say to you, if you are dealing, if you are living, if you are thriving, if you have HIV, rebrand yourself. Rebrand your HIV status, because it doesn't mean that your HIV status has to take you down. It will only take you down if you let it. I had to rebrand my thought process. I had to change my thought process. I had to change my feelings about HIV. I had to change the fact that I was hiding myself from everyone, including myself. I had to make sure. And a lot of times what happens is people don't do that. Your HIV status should not make you. You take it, you rebrand it, and you make the decision on what you do with your HIV status. That's how you rebrand it. Because people are going to come to you and tell you that it's nasty, that it's dirty, that it shouldn't be, that you are nasty and you're dirty and you shouldn't be. But this is what you want to let them know, brother. I've rebranded, sis. I've rebranded, and this is my brand right here. This is what HIV looks like. I rebranded because I stopped being down here and decided to come up here. All it is a change of mind, a change of heart, a change of life. And the one thing that you can do at this point, is to say, I'm not here anymore. I'm here. Change that mindset. I rebranded. This is what I look like. And yes, 17 years HIV positive. 15 years undetectable. Thriving with HIV and living my life as full as I can live it. But I had to rebrand. I had to rethink. I had to say to myself that I can no longer stand back. I can no longer hide in the corners. I can no longer stay in the house. I had to get out. I had to do. Ladies and gentlemen, we will kill ourselves just because we don't want to change what HIV means to the world. Change it. Every time I step into a room, I told somebody Saturday, I said, every time I step into a room, I bring my whole Titan Capri with me. And I'm going to talk to you about this. We're going to laugh. We're going to have fun. We're going to dance. At the music festival, Sissy Nobi was on we're going to hit it. At the music festival, Vocal Radu, we was getting it. But that doesn't mean that just because you're HIV positive, that you can't rebrand yourself. You got to rebrand that mind. You got to relaunch your thinking. Because the world will take you down a slippery slope if you allow them. Will take you down a slippery slope if you allow them. So, ladies and gentlemen, and for those that are watching today, those that can hear me, those that are going to watch later and hear me later on, I want you to take a moment and think about your HIV status. Is it time for a rebrand? Is it time for you to relaunch? And y'all follow me on this, because I'm being serious. Like, there was a time that you couldn't get me to say nothing about HIV. There was a time that I wouldn't have told you anything. There was a time that you'd have been talking down and noise about HIV and all this other good stuff, or about my LGBTQIA community. You could have been saying all of those things. And I wouldn't have said nothing. I'd have just stayed in the background. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm not there 10 years ago. I'm here in 2022. And there is no way. Ain't no way. There's no way for me not. I had to rebrand. I had to relaunch. Lastly, I want to say this to you before I get off of the HIV status, the pondering HIV. Somebody asked me, and again, I don't know why I get this a lot now. Are you okay? Are you all right? Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Ladies and gentlemen, HIV is not the death sentence that it was, right? But or it still is for some people. But let me explain this to you. I said explain. Let me explain this to you, right? Just because I say that I'm HIV positive doesn't mean that I'm dying. Just because I am standing here professing to you that I'm 17 years positive, that doesn't mean that I am dead, right? But I know it's a normal thing for people to, oh, are you okay? Because as soon as you hear the word cancer, you think the same thing, you know? As soon as you hear any other type of cancer, any other type of disease, that that can be bad, you go, oh my God, right? And so the person on Saturday said, oh, Titan, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that like that. And I said, no, you're good. I get it. I'm not upset by it, but I just want you to know that it doesn't mean that I'm dying, right? I'm saying that. And then the person that I was talking to was 20 plus years positive. I didn't know until they told me. And I was like, indeed, that part right there. That part right there. Ladies and gentlemen, you never know until you do. Rebrand, relaunch. Your life is worth living. Your life is worth being. Your life is worth having. Your life is worth, right? Rebrand, relaunch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let me get on into this final thought because we're moving on down the road. We ease on down the road. Don't you carry nothing. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's my final thought. My final thought for you is that you owe yourself a rebrand or a relaunch. Most of the time, people think that they don't owe themselves any type of happiness or any type of rebrand or relaunch, right? And I want to say that you do. I had a conversation on yesterday with someone, and they told me that it's too late. It's too late. I didn't live my life. The children are grown and all this kind of stuff. It's never too late. Splurge on yourself. Have a moment. Travel. Plan a dinner date by yourself. You don't have to have somebody in order to relaunch or rebrand. But yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, yes, you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to relaunch or to rebrand. And I'm saying relaunch or rebrand, ladies and gentlemen. But what I'm saying to you, right, is that you owe yourself some change. You owe yourself a moment. You owe yourself a trip. You owe yourself love. Don't you? Don't you? So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about rebrand tonight. I'm talking about you being here for yourself. I'm talking about sometimes it's going to be scary. I'm talking about the fact that there is stigma surrounding things that you do. I'm talking about sometimes there may be triggers with things that are going on and things that are happening. I'm talking about you doing for you. One thing that I have learned over these last 3 years to where I've been doing this work and working in the field of HIV is that I had to make a move. I had to take one step towards that rebrand or that relaunch. One step I had to take. And because it didn't look grand, it didn't look big, it wasn't great in that aspect as far as you could see it, you know what I mean? I wouldn't take it because it wasn't that. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you tonight is that you cannot deprive yourself of taking that one step. It may not have all the fanfare. It may not have nobody sitting over here clapping and like, yes. It may not have that for you. But inside, in your soul, in your spirit, in your mind, in your heart, in your essence, you're going to know that you made that change. You're going to know that you relaunched, that you rebranded. Only if it was a step. You took a step towards it. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all come with me. Come with me now. Come with me. Because I'm about to leave y'all tonight and I won't be back until next week. But I want to say this to you. Rebrand and relaunch. You deserve to be. You deserve to have. You deserve to live and love and prosper. You deserve all of those things. But it comes down to you taking that step. It comes down to you making that move. It comes down to you saying to yourself that I deserve more than what I have right now. And I'm not talking monetary. Now, a little chick change is good. We like that jingles, but we love that folds. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm not even tripping on that. But what I'm saying is right now, your essence, your life, your spirit, that's what needs to be fed. Make that move. Make that change. Relaunch, rebrand. Do it to you. Do it for yourself. Do it for the gram. No, I'm sorry. Do it for yourself, ladies and gentlemen. If I can't do anything else with the thought to ponder, and when you come back for the Titan Capri experience, if I can't do anything else for you, I want to encourage you to do it for yourself. I want to encourage you to take that step. I want to encourage you to love and live and thrive. And for those of you who are living with HIV, those of you who are, like I like to say, are thriving with HIV, you keep thriving. You relaunch and rebrand your status, because your HIV status doesn't keep you there. You keep you there. You relaunch and rebrand and go on out there with your HIV status. If you want to be loud and proud and sing it from the rooftops, you do that. But if you want to keep it to yourself, but you still want to make moves, you do that. But that's your rebrand and your relaunch. Y'all with me? Look, ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all. I appreciate you. I want to ask you one more time for me. Go on over to TitanCapri.com and get you a nice little t-shirt, with me on it. Get you a nice little t-shirt, get you a coffee mug, cell phone case, get you a tote bag, pillow, all that good stuff. Support a brother if you can. And if you see down at the bottom, my Cash App is down there, $ Titan Capri. Y'all bless a brother if you want to, and all of that good stuff. We good with that. But this is what I want to tell you. I don't believe that there was any other reason that you were put on this earth other than to be blessed and to be a blessing. If you're blessing somebody, then you're blessed. And if you're blessed, then you're surely blessing somebody. What I want you to do is stay blessed until next time. I appreciate you. I love you. Until next time. Bye-bye.